Hey guys, I'm here today with the beginner's eyebrow tutorial. I say beginners because I'm still learning. But right now I'm brushing up my eyebrows using a spoolie. I use a spoolie because it helps define my brows. It, helps brushes up the hair so that when I start filling them in, they look as natural as possible. So I start that process. Then I use the NYX Expresso. And this gel stuff is really thick, so it takes me a little while to get it out, but I just literally put like a dot on my hand, and that's all you would need to help fill in your brows. You don't need a lot, so the little dot is all you need. Then I just dip my brush. It's like an angle brush that I probably got from like a local drugstore, TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and I just put a little bit on the brush and I start from the bottom and then I work my way to the top. So I'm blending in as much as possible. I'm, doing a line in the form of my brow to make sure it's as defined as possible. The way I fill them in and try to make them as natural as possible because I'm not too dramatic, so I don't really like that deep exotic look. I like them to look like really, really natural. So I try my best to fill it in and make sure I don't leave too much of skin showing because your brows, if they're thin, you see your skin through the brows, but mine are pretty formed and thick already, so I technically don't even really need to fill in my brows, but I just do it for that more defined look when I have my makeup on. So now I'm just filling in the top, and I'm working in the direction of my brows, so I have a little arch, so I'm forming into that arch, and I'm just blending in as much as possible. Then I work my way to the front, and I'm blending and blending. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because it takes a little bit of time to do each brow. So I don't want you guys to be watching me form one brow and I haven't even started the other one yet. But yeah, this is really how long it takes me. I'm pretty sure it's a faster way, and I guess as I keep doing them and get better at it, I'll be able to do it faster. But in the meantime, this method works for me. So now I just simply brush them up again, make sure the hairs is all neat and in proportion, and then I work and start working on the other one. And I do the same exact method. I fill in the bottom with the arch, and then I work my way to the top. I blend in and fill as much as possible, but also we still want that natural effect. The reason why I don't start from the front is because I don't want that boxy look. I'd rather work and start like halfway and then work my way to the front. So that's what I'm doing here. I started from the middle to the back. Sorry, you saw my dog jump in the background, don't mind him. Then I use this other brush. There's no name for it, but it's just a random brush that I got in a kit, and I'm using that to fill in the espresso gel because it's, like I said, it could be thick and it dries really quickly, so I just fills it in. Now I'm using my concealer. It's an NC45 from MAC, and I use that to conceal the outside of my brows to get that defined look. And I literally just put a little bit on my hand, same method as I did with the espresso gel. I just put it on my hand and then I start filling in. This is the fun part, but it can be messy because sometimes I mess up and the brows don't get as deformed. So now I'm filling in as much as I can, making sure that it looks defined and natural as possible. And this is the method that I always use, and my brows come out really, really nice. So I'm just going to color it in, fill it in, once I finish doing this part. I feel like it takes me forever. And then my hands start shaking, and then I start panicking because I'm like, oh no, I don't want to mess them up. But this always happens. So as you can see, I'm working my way. And you want to try to use like a concealer that matches your skin so that when you actually put your foundation on, it doesn't look like awkward, the color. So I'm using that same brush and I'm blending and the concealer with my brows to get that natural look. So they're starting to look better. Hopefully I don't mess up. I'm just blending in as much as possible. Sometimes it takes time. I feel like this method or this way or any way, you want to make sure it looks good. It takes time, but I guess, as I said, if I keep doing them, it'll get better. And as you can see, I didn't really blend in the concealer well as I'm watching this, but it's fine because my makeup's not really done. I was just showing you guys my eyebrow tutorial. So yeah, I'm just cleaning them up now again. I go back and forth like 3 or 4 times because I don't feel like the defined look is good enough. So now that one looks pretty good. Now I'm working on my other one. And I do the same exact method I did as the first one. Color in the bottom and the top. I feel like one brow comes out better than the other. I don't know why if this happens to any of you ladies, but one eyebrow always comes out better than the other. I feel like it might be this one. But like I said, it takes time to get a better and perfect brow. There is no perfect brow, to be honest, either. One brow may be arched more, one may be thicker. It's always going to be different. But I tried my best to make sure they look as defined as possible. So yeah, then I fill them in. Now I'm using the spoolie again, and I'm making sure they look good. Then I use this Profusion gel, and I just lays the brows down. I feel like it helps and keeps them in place, so that if I'm out and I get sweaty or whatever, they'll still be intact. I only just use a little bit, not too much. And then I just use a brush and I like fill them in, fill in the gel to get a better look. And here I go with the spoolie again. I feel like I use this thing like 3 and 4 times to get a perfect brow. And now I'm using the brush and I'm just blending in the hairs in. I want to make sure it looks as good as possible. Now I'm like, ooh, they look bomb. It's a process, I'm telling you ladies. I'm pretty sure makeup experts, you guys can probably do this in like 5 minutes. But with me, I gotta keep doing it over and over. But I'm pretty much done. Now I'm gonna get pretty real quick. Feeling myself. But yeah, ladies, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.